Hey, what's up YouTube and Black Ford 1412 here. I'm going to show you my 3000 Hit Club baseball card binder. So this is what I do with all my base cards and my insert cards and some of my vintage cards that don't book like 20 bucks or more, or some of my nicer vintage cards that are beat up. I always put a Beckett on the front of the binder so the pages don't kind of roll up when you close the binder, so that's why you see a Beckett on the front, kind of protect the cards. And I like to put these like white cardboard pieces of paper if there's not a full page of cards on any given page. So here we go. I'm going to show you this page here. So starting with my Hank Aaron cards, I do have a 72 Hank Aaron. That one's pretty beat up. That's why I put it in the binder. So I got that in a trade actually from a YouTuber. So I love that card and every card in here. And Hank Aaron, he's in the 3000 Hit Club as well as the 500 Home Run Club. And what's cool about Aaron is a lot of people don't realize this, but he would be in the 3000 Hit Club without his 755 home runs. So that shows you how good of a baseball player he was and how underrated he is. A lot of people don't realize that about him. So moving on, we got the Willie Mays cards. So yep, some inserts, mostly just inserts. These are all new. I think I got one vintage Mays. Yeah, there it is. One vintage Mays in here, the 72 in action one. And then all the rest of these are nice inserts and base cards from products that have been released over the past 10-15 years. Those are a bunch of reprints there. So I love the Willie Mays PC. And then Eddie Murray. Next, he's another guy in the 500 Home Run Club as well as a 3000 Hit Club. So I like to put all those guys kind of in the front here. And that's a Tiffany Eddie Murray there from 84 Tops. And whoops, I forgot to put those white pieces of paper, but you can see why I put that white piece of paper, because if you don't, then it kind of looks weird. But there we go. There's wrapping up my Eddie Murrays. Then moving on to Paul Mara, who is also in the 500 Home Run Club, 3000 Hit Club. So he barely made the 3000 Hit Club before he got blacklisted from Major League Baseball after he lied in Congress. So that is pretty much, he probably would have made the 600 Home Run Club if he not got blacklisted. And then we got Ricky Henderson, and I always liked Ricky Henderson cards when I was a kid. This one right here, my favorite card when I was growing up as a kid. I just loved this 83 Tops. And this is my favorite set of the older cards because that's a year I really started collecting cards. And I just always loved the little portrait picture and then the action shot. 83 Tops are just great looking cards. And there's a lot of nice key rookies in there as well. So, some good 83 Tops and good Henderson cards in here. And he played for so many teams. Got a Mets, Padres, Yankees, A's. My favorite ones, of course, are him in the A's uniform. There's an old O-Pee-Chee sticker as well. So I put some of the oddball stuff in my binders as well. Love the old 81 Fleer. Man, those cards were ugly as hell, but they're classic. 81 Donruss is ugly too. It almost looked like an advertisement or something around the corner instead of a baseball card. Love the 85 Donruss. And moving along, there we go, the old Bowman. Hudson Bowman is really starting to get high end there. So that's a nice card too, 83, nostalgic from my first year collecting. I never bought the Donruss packs, but I always had friends that had Donruss, and I could never find them in the stores. Love the old record breaker cards. When I was a kid, I liked the record breaker cards, or like the special cards, better than the the regular base cards, but part of the set there. Love these old insert all-star team cards. I mean, these are like one a box back in the day. Those are tough to find. Those all-star cards from Fleer. 93 Finest, that's a good one. And love the old 86 Donruss. So yeah, nice Hendersons here. And there we go, all of them sliding into second base. Love it. That's from when he broke the record, I'm guessing. He took the base. And then he says, "I'm the greatest of all time." Everyone probably remembers that speech. There you go, finishing up the Hendersons. Probably should get a few more to finish this page up when I get a chance. Then we move on to Tony Gwynn. Nice refractor there. Tony Gwynn's always been one of my favorite players. There's a Tiffany one and then the regular Topps. Little story behind the Tiffany cards. They're actually printed in Ireland, the Topps Tiffany's. They printed them from, what, 84 to 91, I think. And they weren't actually called Tiffany. That's just a name that the hobby gave those Topps. But they were called the limited edition set. Is technically what they were called. And if you ever look at the boxes, it says printed in Ireland. And of course, Ireland's known for superior printing quality up until recently. I don't know why I went on talking about Tiffany cards, but just felt like sharing that with you guys. There we got 84 Donruss. I love these cards, and you could not find these in packs ever. They've never really been around. I don't know where they were around, but when I was a kid, I never saw 84 Donruss packs. It was either Fleer or Topps. I'd like to complete that set, the Donruss 84 set someday. Some more Tony Gwynn's, a bunch of inserts, mostly just inserts and stuff. Most of the Gwynn's are from his playing days. There we go, 85 Fleer and 85 Donruss. Again, could not find 85 Donruss anywhere when I was a kid. I think people were hoarding them or something. I don't know what was going on with those. More Gwynnage. That's a reprint. That's not his rookie. I got his rookies and screw-downs in a box. So then we got a few Biggios. I just recently started collecting them after he got to the 3,000 hit club. I guess that was a few years ago he did that, but I'm not really actively collecting them. I just kind of have a few of his cards lying around. Go to the Ripken. Of course, he's known for that hitting streak, but he's also a great hitter. And obviously, he was a great hitter. He's in the 3,000 hit club. Love the 89 Upper Deck. Your thoughts? There we go, 83 Topps again. Another insert of the All-Star card. So, man, the 83 Fleer, those are ugly too. That border is just ugly. But of course, even like the key cards like Gwynn and Boggs, those rookies are ugly. Also, Sandberg's in that set as well. Nice inserts of Ripken. There he is, breaking the record. I remember when Ripken broke that record, I was watching the game at my grandma's house. I remember after he broke the record, he ran around the field, and it took like 20 minutes, and it was a pretty good moment to witness live on TV. Not at the game, but live on TV. There we go, 85 Donruss for the win. Bunch of inserts and stuff of the great Ripken. That's kind of a classy looking card right there. And moving along. Getting almost done with the binder here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Just kind of got a nice theme to this binder with the 3,000 Hit Club guys. And starting the Jeter PC down here. And I got a lot of inserts of Jeter. I've always kind of collected Jeter a little bit, kind of like a side PC. And I always thought he was kind of overrated for a while, but he has proven himself to be, well, obviously one of the greatest players of his era. Not too many guys are getting in the 3,000 Hit Club anymore. Who would be next, I wonder? Maybe Chipper Jones, if he can stay healthy, might make it. There we go. More of the Jeter. Love these old Topps All-Star inserts from like the early 2000s. It's a short print one there. I remember pulling that out of a blaster box pack. So that was a cool card to get. And I always like these Diamond Anniversary from last year's Topps. I think last year's Topps is a lot better than this year's. I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, but I just like last year's. There we go. More inserts and stuff. The old Bush Mantle card, and then they did that in the opening day too. I don't know if there's a version of this without Bush Mantle. It seems like every one I've seen has Bush and Mantle. But I remember when this card first came out, it was like $40, and now you can pick it up for well under 10. There we go, finishing up the Jeters. And got a few Stan Musials and Al Kalines, which those guys are in the 3,000 hit club. These are all the newer reprints and whatever cards they're making nowadays. Got the Pete Rose, got a nice 1970 Pete Rose there. And for all you collectors, when you're buying these cards, make sure that the corners are not inked in. Because after I bought this card, I noticed that the corners were inked in. And as a matter of fact, when I bought it, I figured they were. Because that card is just in way too good a condition to the eye. And but I didn't mind it because I bought it in a charity auction. So the money went to a good cause. But still, if you're serious about buying one of these, I would get it graded. That way you know it's not inked in. So there we go, finishing up the Pete Rose. On to George Brett. And I think that's a Tiffany one there. I like the old Tiffany. A few vintage Bretts there. Those are all in pretty good shape actually. And we got Roberto Clemente. These are all vintage in the middle here. That's a 70, a 72, and then that's I think that's a 73 World Series highlight card. But these are kind of beat up, that's why they're in the binder, but still they're nice looking cards to have in my binder. Rod Carew, there's a nice 71. That one's not inked in, that one's in good shape. So I like Rod Carew. Especially I like Carew cards with him in Minnesota uniform. Not so much on the Angels when he was older. And then Wade Boggs. Whoops, okay, let's see it better like that. So Wade Boggs there. He was the man to get back in the 80s. I used to love to get Wade Boggs cards because he always get 200 hits every year. And then Molitor. Love Paul Molitor. I got Molitor and Yount kind of back to back because they both were on the Brewers. I know Molitor moved on to the Blue Jays later on, but I love that 78, 79. Those are great cards. And these are reprints, not the real thing. They wouldn't be in here if they were the real rookie. And so finishing up Yount. And we got the Yastrzemski. All these are originals. The top row is all reprint stuff. And then Winfield. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I opened the 84 Topps pack, but I got that out of that pack rip. Now it's in my binder. And Honus Wagner, some cool looking cards there. Ty Cobb, of course, these are all newer cards. Which I like how Topps is doing like the all-time greats, but I think this year, man, they're just way overdoing it. They're just making way too many of those all-time greats cards. As you can see down here, I got a bunch of them. But that's it for my 3,000 Hit Club binder. So guys, comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments. Also, if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and click the subscription button up top if you like baseball cards. And please let me know what you think. So I always like to hear you guys' comments, and they do mean a lot to me when I hear them. So, and again, I just always put the Beckett on top. That way the pages don't slide out. Alright guys, peace out.